I feel like if you didn't watch yesterday's transfer special in its entirety, you have no idea what's in store for today. I told the board I'll get 10 points in 5 games to save my job. Over on the board club vision screen here, it does say job security secure. I do not feel secure in my job. Brian Melvin, yeah, he's happy with all the signings we've made and the fact we won in the first round of the FA Cup. But the promise I made to him does loom over our head. We need 10 points from the first 5 games in the season, or I will be sacked. Plan of attack for today, play the first 3 league games of the year. We need a good start. We really need to keep our job. I don't know what happens if I don't win these games. I've made transfers. I think I'm ready. Let's run the intro and chat. What's what going into season number 2? I'm scared. Today, by the way, is episode number 6 here at Rugby Town of Park to Prem, and yeah, scared. Scared is the word I'm going to use, I think, a lot today. We need 10 points. That is 3 wins, 1 draw. We can afford 1 defeat in our first 5 games. Now, last episode, we did talk about the change in tactical system. We mixed things up. We did confirm the signings of a few players. I have signed a few more. And in fact, if you look at the transfer history here, you'll notice I've not sold anyone. Instead, I've gone mad signing loans. In fact, I've made 5 loan signings since we last here and 1 permanent deal. The permanent deal isn't the most exciting or flashy. Billy Willis joins us on a pay-as-you-go contract. He has some okay crossing. He is a backup right-back option. If we call upon him, he will get a £120 appearance fee for every game. I hope we're not relying on him too much. We got in a backup right back in Willis. We needed a backup left back. I've gone and picked up Ross Hutchinson in on loan from Saunchy. He is an interesting player. He's a really well-rounded player. Actually, a properly good left back option. Another Scottish player we picked up on loan is Ben McLernan. This guy is an okay backup striking option. I've very much gone with the mindset of it's better to get in far too many players in on loan where we're not paying their wages and have their clubs recall them back if they're not playing enough versus me not having enough of these players. Ben here, not a bad option. Of course, Jovel Jackson-Harris is out for another 2 months to start the season. He got a really serious torn hamstring injury during pre-season. So I have been a bit skittish on strikers. Ben is one option in that part of the pitch. The other man we've picked up in that area is Taylor Mooney. This guy signed from Bohemians, an Irish striker. Yeah, we now have a trio of Irish strikers. I love Irish attackers, apparently. That is my new football manager fetish, for what it's worth. Taylor Mooney, sadly, only here on loan until December. That is because his contract with Bohemians only lasts that long. I'm going to hope that they maybe extend his contract, and then we can obviously extend his loan. Otherwise, he might be a player who we try and sign permanently if he proves his worth. 2 further loan signings we picked up. Max Fid-Tier is an interesting option available from Southend United. We're not paying any of his wages. If he plays great, amazing. Brought him in to be a squad player. He is just another emergency striking option. The final of the 5 loan players I picked up is Paddy Watts. I was actually looking to sign him last year and then he moved to Wales, and I thought the opportunity to get him in had left us. He is a 19-year-old centre-back option. Really good centre-back, actually. You might remember Finlay Coleman, who we picked up from Newport County in on loan. If we just compare the two of them side by sides, there's definitely an argument to say Paddy is better. I feel like these 2 players are going to be competing for the centre-back spot alongside Cartwright this year. With those signings made, how we're going to line up for this year is as such. Ovendale, of course, was a goalkeeper we picked up during last season, had an injury with a broken finger, so missed a little bit of football towards the end of things, but he's back in the team. He's had a good little pre-season. Right back and left back, we've got Dutton and Azam. Of course, they were our fullbacks last year. Dutton is a little set-piece wizard. At centre-back to start the year, I think I'm going to go with Cartwright alongside Watts. Like I said, Coleman and Watts are going to be battling it out. We'll play things by ear there. In the midfield, one new addition is Healy, who I do more and more like the look of every time I look at him. Of course, has been without a club for the last 5 years. I don't know what he's done in those 5 years. Let me know in the comment section what law you think he's been up to. I reckon he's been a holiday rep in Ibiza. For us, he is going to be kind of our more defensive midfielder option. Healy at 25 years old, I feel like he's going to feel like a bit of a teacher in the classroom because he's got Maycock and Kelly alongside him. Of course, both Maycock and Kelly came through our youth academy. 2 players who I do really like the look of. They are going to be our 2 centre mid options with free roam to get forward. Neither of them can defend particularly well, but with our attack force that we've got, I feel like they're going to be two really big creative sparks. And in the final third, McAvoy, who of course was our top goal scorer throughout the second half of last year once we took over, is back in the team. He did get a hat-trick in our most recent pre-season game. To his right, Gillen is going to be playing, and of course, to his left, Mooney, I think, is going to be the man we bring in over Jovel Jackson-Davis, who, just as a reminder, is out for the foreseeable future. But to be honest, even when he's back, Mooney probably is just better. Now, of course, full focus to start the season is going to be on the league. That is what we're here for today, the first 3 league games. We did play Whittam Town in the FA Cup first preliminary round. We won 8-3, so if you are hoping that our defensive issues were going to have been resolved with the new system, there might be a big fat question mark over that. But let's look at the positives. We scored 8 against a team who do play at the same level as us, albeit in a slightly different division. And I have to look at these stats, look at these performances and think, yeah, you know what? If we can score 8 goals every game, maybe we'll win games. You really would have thought I would have learned after last year that maybe defending's important, but here we are, I'm sticking to my guns. The start of season schedule is looking a little bit packed. We've got Sporting Cowser, we're taking on today, Walsall Wood and Deeping Rangers. There is this FA Cup preliminary game that we do have. Not going to worry about that one, although the fact we beat Whittam is a bit of a blessing because we were due to take on Stafford Rangers, who were predicted to finish first. But because we're in the FA Cup, that game has been pushed back outside of our first 5 games of the year. So that Whittam win actually did mean something. Our first game of the season today is at home at Sporting Cowser, to predicted to finish 16th. For context, we're predicted to finish 5th. We need wins. We need 10 points from the first 5. Let's get off to the best possible start, I hope. Did already run through the starting 11 for today's game. We are pretty much at full strength with the exception of Jovel Jackson-Davis, who is out injured. On the bench, we've got a whole host of options. Of course, Finley Coleman, very good backup centre-back option to have. B is the perfect plan B. Been waiting for that pun for a while. He can play left back and right back. Of course, in the centre of midfield, we've got Harvey Green, who can play as a defensive mid and centre mid. We also have Ethan Hilton. These two guys are pretty good backup centre mids for our level. And in terms of striking options, I am keeping club legend David on the bench, and alongside him, we have Ben McLernan. Of all the many striking options that I've loaned in, he is the 4th best to be on the bench today. It's tricky, right? Because given our league position, given where we are right now as a club, I do feel like the 10 points from the first 5 games should be achievable. And yet, based on what we saw last year, it's hard to expect anything from this team. Okay, well, there is a kickoff highlight. Make of that what you will. Dutton on the left-hand side. He actually got 2 goals in our FA Cup game against Whittam a week ago. I feel like that game was a nice little confidence booster. Maybe not for my defensive confidence in the players we have at the back, but certainly when it comes to our goal-scoring capabilities, hopefully that is going to be able to carry us, because I think it is where we have our big strength. And Kelly is playing in McAvoy, who scores 31 seconds into this game. Sam Kelly moving into the Mazzala role this year. We've been lacking centre mids over the last few years. Suddenly we have 2 of them, and suddenly one of them is popping up with a beautiful little assist. But make no mistake, that finish was delicious. If you thought that goal was going to mark the floodgates being opened, not quite that. We've not had any more shots since we scored. They've had a few. We're now 22 minutes in, nothing's happened until now. What's at the back? I feel like whenever the ball goes near our defence, there's a big inhale from me of anticipation and fear. Look, it's a new season, it's a new us, but we do still have Wakazazam doing his thing, bringing it forward, gives it to Gillen, options inside. Kelly already has an assist, could pull the trigger, does. Off target. Free kick for us. It is going to be Dutton over it. The left back, he is the non-league set-piece wizard. They call him the non-league John Arisa. He didn't release the Kraken there. He hit the post. Okay, you know what? So far, so good. We don't find ourselves behind. They've not created a lot, and we're actually on the attack again here. Mooney, he's got 14 pace. He's got 13 acceleration. Morris can't keep up with him, and that's going to be a penalty. Who's going to take it? It's the number 4. It's McAvoy. He's already scored 1. He was our top goal scorer last year. How many goals can the number 9 get this year? Well, so far, 2 in this game, 3 in the FA Cup game before this one. It's his 5th of the season already. Set-piece defending was not a strong point of ours last year, so whenever they have a corner like this, I do panic slightly. On this occasion, though, Ovendale up to the task. I do feel like compared to Hill, who was in goal for us last year, I do actually trust Ovendale in goal. And in fact, you know what? Actually, when I look at this team, this is a team full of players I trust. The ball is flicked on. Is Gillen going to get there? He very nearly did. For a second, I thought we were going to see another penalty or professional foul. Dutton to Mooney, pulls it back. McAvoy has a hat-trick in the first half. One thing I've not mentioned, you might have noticed it, is our pitch looking longer this year? Yeah, during pre-season, I got to set the pitch length, and I've made it long, which I think is going to help with our pacey strikers getting in behind. That was my theory. Just going to say it, so far in this game, it does seem to be working. Dutton over the corner. Short to Kelly. He pulls it to the edge. Mooney is lurking. We'll work on our set pieces in training. That was shocking. Although, Azam, Mooney, the long pitch, Gillen's there. It's offside. I can see the flag raised on the far side. Lovely build-up. Play means nothing. Couple of minutes left of this half. We are 3 goals to the good. This is a statement of intent from us. I do feel like we are a team that should be getting promoted now. With the firepower that we've got, with the players that we have at our disposal, we've got a winning machine. And Gillen, who apparently can only score when he's offside. Half-time in this game, you're doing brilliantly. Just more of the same, please, lads. Coming up to an hour played here, we are 3-0 to the good. The momentum really has continued on in this second half as well, which is great to see. It doesn't look like there's going to be any kind of late comeback mounted, although I would really like to get some clean sheets. I know it wasn't exactly our forte last year, but it's something that I feel like we should be working towards. Could be a chance here. Mooney, Gillen, can he finish it? Yes, he can. He's offside again. Can someone explain the offside rule to Gillen, please? Okay, free kick for them. I mean, I don't want to lose the clean sheet. I really would like clean sheets this year. McGrady's over it. McGrady's just the name of a man who can take free kicks, isn't it? It just is. He's scored. It's 3-1. In spite of them scoring, I'm not going to panic. We have been way, way better in this game. I have made a couple of changes. Green and David have actually come in, and instantly they're linking up, and Rio McAvoy has a 4th. That was a weird goal, but I won't complain. I feel like at this point, Rio is just going to save my job. He's got 4 goals in this game. He could want more. We could get more. Kelly, Green, options in the middle, played back to Kelly. Pull the trigger, my son. Hits the outside the post. Sporting Council really are enjoying trying to play the ball out from the back, which is difficult at the best of times in football. At this level, it's more difficult. On this long pitch as well, it means their midfielder are even further ahead of their defence than normal. And with our 3 strikers, we have just been harrying them and pressing them and causing them all kinds of problems. Sad that we're not going to get the clean sheet, but from open play at least, we've not really looked like conceding in this game. Why have I said anything? Why have I... 4-2. It's going to be fine. There's 3 minutes left. 2 minutes and counting. You might have thought with that last highlight that was going to be the game. But apparently our players have taken it personally. I'm glad. I want more goals, guys. Azam, options in the middle, whips it in. McAvoy misses his header. In fact, he'll get the assist. He did a glancing header. Definitely didn't mean to pass it to Mooney. But the youngster scores on his debut. He doesn't even have a professional deal at Bohemians. He's on a youth deal. And he's on loan at us. But here, right now... he's got his first ever goal. McAvoy's going to claim he meant to assist that. That was definitely an attempted header for his 5th goal. New season, same rugby. It's a 5-2 win. I feel like if we score 5 goals in every game, we'll be fine. Defensively, they were absolutely shambolic. On the whole, pretty happy with how we played. I don't feel like anyone had a really bad game necessarily. McAvoy, 4 goals. I mean, just give him some praise. This guy, he's not the most flashy or exciting as strikers, but he just gets the job done for us. Our next game up is against Walsall Wood. You might remember we played them last season. I think we lost 4-1 on that occasion during the away day. We're away to them again today. Let's see how much progress we've made as a club. We play them in 4 days. I'm going to rest up the players. I'll see you for that one in a mo. I feel like as we play each game in these 5 games where I promised 10 points, we can tick things off. We now only need 7 points from 4 games. That sounds a little bit better in my head. And we are taking on Walsall Wood, who actually lost their first game of the season. We're up in 2nd, of course, down to goal difference. Their media prediction is 6th. Ours is 5th. This could be a trickier game away from home. Rested up the players, condition is great. It's the exact same team that played the last one. Okay, well, we scored in 31 seconds last game. There's a highlight starting after 31 seconds played in this one. We've been off to some pretty hot starts in our first 2 games of the season, the one in the league and then the FA Cup game prior. Are the goals going to continue to flow today? The ball's played forward. McAvoy wins his header. They pass it to Mooney. He's in behind and Taylor Mooney is gifted a goal. The lower league match engine in Football Manager is truly spectacular. You get moments like this. Carey with the Di Canio-esque scissor kick straight to the attacker. We score 1-0. We now have a corner. Azam is over it. Where is Cartwright? He didn't score last game. Shocking from him. He's here now. He's heading over. We've been off to a really good start in this game. We're dominating the play. We've got it again here. Perhaps I promised the players a KFC if we won this game. You know, that each player gets their own boneless bucket. They're playing with that kind of momentum and motivation right now. Corner. What can you do, my friend? I've not called you Kazam yet today. It's a miracle. The ball's back post. Cartwright's there again. He's headed over again. 21 minutes played. We are on, well, I was going to say the attack again. Might be generous, although we are on the attack now. We are penetrating through the middle. Gillen, options in the middle. McAvoy is one of them, and McAvoy bangs in another. Some really nice, incisive passing here from front to back. Kelly to Gillen. This ball here was perhaps the best of the bunch. Weighted to perfection behind the defender, and McAvoy tucks it away to double our lead. So if we win this game, we need 4 points from 3 games. I'll tell you what, I don't want to get complacent. I'm feeling safe suddenly. Dutton, make it safer, son. The number 3, he's running all the way. Lays it inside. Maycock, Dutton, whips it in. Gillen heads it into the ground. And that's one of those new finishes they boasted about in Football Manager, isn't it? If you followed the FM24 match engine kind of build-up where they were showing off stuff, they talked about the headers and the volleys into the ground. We've seen one there. Gillen heads it into the top corner off the floor. Each of our front 3 have a goal. The only man who's not got a goal yet is Cartwright. Where are you? Number 5. There he is, lurking away. Right on cue. He makes it 4. Philip with the ball for Walsall Wood. They're just under pressure constantly. On this occasion, though, they do beat the press. I feel like at 4 goals up, I don't even really care if they score 1. I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't want them to score 1. They've scored 1. It's 4-1. It's 4-1. The clean sheet's gone again. Maybe I should just ban the word clean sheet. Maybe I just shouldn't say the word clean sheet. Maybe then it'd be fine. Every time I mention it, we concede. We've got a corner here. Where is Cartwright? Where is he? There he is, lurking back post. Keeper gets his fingertips to it. Mooney dinks it in. Taylor Mooney, you naughty, naughty man. I was thinking I was in the mood for KFC. Now I'm thinking about fish and chips after this chip. Look at this. Half volley, dinks it over the keeper. They've not got anyone on the line. It's 5. I don't want to say it prematurely. Just give me the trophy now for the league title. Just give me it. We are in a promotion fight. I've decided after, 135 minutes. We scored 5 goals last game. We've already scored 5 goals in this game. We're a goal-scoring machine. It's the 58th minute. There's not even an hour played yet. There's going to be more goals here, isn't there? Kelly can't win that battle in the midfield. Philip now with the ball for them. No, when I said goals, I didn't say they wouldn't score any. Right once when he lays inside, Manuel scores. It's 5-2. Say what you want about Rugby Town FC. Can't deny entertainment. Whether or not the football itself is entertainment or the goals are scored are entertaining, I'll let you be the judge. Have made a trio of subs in this game, subbed out our 2 young centre mids and also brought Coleman in at centre back. Want to keep players happy with their playing time. I know they did just get a goal back, Walsall Wood, but ultimately at 5-2 with 14 minutes left, I'm feeling pretty good about things. I'm certainly feeling a lot more relaxed than I was going into this episode. Still maybe a little bit of a cause for concern over the number of goals we are conceding, but you cannot deny when it comes to our attacking options and our attacking capabilities, we are a team that score goals for fun and also concede goals for fun. It is now 5-3. Do I need to panic yet? I've just brought in Finley Coleman, the number 14, to be centre-back. I'm not going to throw him under the bus immediately. It wasn't even his man, was it? It was Azam's man. I'm just going to blame Coleman. I hope that's fine. They've got a corner. Don't do it. There's 8 minutes left. Walsall would put it in. It's 5-4. Do I need to panic now? Why did I make a triple change? Why did I do it? Why? I should maybe change something. Right, you know what? The wing-backs on attack don't need to be wing-backs on attack right now, do they? Full-backs on defend. Hilton just plays a deep line playmaker, so you sit a little bit more. Here I was thinking the 5 at the back with 3 centre-backs was the defensive issue. Now I've got all kinds of questions. The good news is, I think, as I stare in the top corner, there isn't going to be any late goals. We are going to get another win. It has just finished 5-4. That was very, very well done. You know what? I'm not going to let the players know that I'm internally screaming. Points target update. Look at that. It's looking quite likely you'll be able to reach the points tally. Thank you, Mr. Brian Melvin. He believes in me. 4 points from 3 games. That feels very achievable. We are now top of the league. We have got this FA Cup game in 2 days' time. Not going to worry about that in this video. Instead, we're going to get straight to the next game against Deeping. Looking at their stadium, it looks poxy. It looks pathetic. They were promoted to this division last year. It should be straightforward. Let's try and make it 3 wins in 3. I wasn't sure I was going to do the away day against Deeping, given the stakes of today's episode. But you know what? Things have gone well. And whilst I am endeavouring to keep videos under 25 minutes, we're not going to achieve that. that today. Let's go to Market Deep in north of Peterborough and see what they've got. Here on the edge of town, next to Wicker World, a home furniture store, we have Deeping Rangers Football Club. It is very, very Lincolnshire. It's in the middle of a load of fields. Tennis courts next door, cricket next door. What street view options do we even have here? Very few. Never seen a car park before where half the parking spaces have been repurposed as bench areas to watch the cricket. But you know what? You do you, Market Deeping. We've got tennis courts next door, and I believe over this fence here is Deeping Rangers Stadium, which is blocked by a bush. I can't go down this road to the left either. I mean, lovely floodlights. Really nice floodlights. Just going down here to see if I can get an alternative view of the stadium. I don't think we can. It's through there somewhere. The Hayden Whittam Stadium. I'm sure it's lovely, but I couldn't see it over the bloody hedge, which I've just noticed is featured in the pictures here. I'm giving it a 2 out of 10. The car park was okay, but putting park benches in parking spaces is just a bit weird. Some good news, we have made it through in the FA Cup. Feel like we should probably mention this. Newton Aycliffe, no match for our rotated team, 4-1 win. On to the next round. Of course, we've just gone through the preliminary round. We're now into the first qualifying round of many rounds in the FA Cup. Yeah, it's a while before we get a chance to play any Football League clubs. But the beauty of rotating our team for that last game in its entirety is that for this game against Deeping, we are back at full strength. And now, all our strikers have the cool green lines between them. So you know things are going well here at Rugby. I feel like I'm sat here thinking 4 points from 3 games is doable. If we didn't win this game, 4 points from 2 games was a lot more stressful. So for my own mental well-being and the well-being of the football club, I hope we can keep the winning run. Just for a bit of context, Deeping are currently bottom of the league as a newly promoted team after 2 games. And whilst it's early days, given what we've seen so far today, I'd like to think we absolutely demolished them in this nighttime kickoff. We're under the floodlights. Gillen is in the spotlight. Mooney is there too. It's taken less than a minute. Tell you what, as the ball hit the back of the net, these fans in this top bit up here, they look livid. They looked absolutely heartbroken as the ball hit the back of the net. Look at them. Gutted. Absolutely gutted. Dutton at left back, by the way, has had a sensational start to the season. He's been assisting and scoring goals for fun. He could be involved in another goal here because Mooney is going for a wonder. He grabs his 5th of the year. Maycock with the assist. Maycock is listed as our hot prospect at the club, and between him and also Kelly, I've got very high hopes for the future of our midfield, a future of homegrown talent here at Rugby. Both have been involved in goals this episode. Maycock with the assist there. It's 15 minutes into this game. We're on the attack again. To be fair, we were 5-1 up in the last game and it finished 5-4. So I really shouldn't be getting too carried away. But we are looking bloody brilliant right now as Kelly hits it over. Rogers with the ball at left back for Deeping. They're playing with this 3 at the back system. As a team that played with a 3 at the back, they shouldn't be doing that. It just doesn't work at this level. We are pressing. We are harrying. We have won the ball here. And now look at the players we've got surging forward. Maycock. Mooney's on for the hat-trick. What a finish that is for the hat-trick. He spanks it into the bottom corner. Mooney has a hat-trick inside the first 15 minutes. It's absolutely criminal. He's only here on loan until December. I feel like my mission between now and, well, then is to either sign him permanently or convince Bohemians to extend his youth contract and then loan him back to us. He looks far too good for this level, timed his run to perfection, great ball through, and let's just watch the finish again. That was bloody good. Going into this episode, I wasn't really sure what to expect. 10 points from 5 games was high pressure. The players have really stepped up to the occasion. You know, media prediction kind of implies that we have quality, but we have shown that quality, and whilst defensively we can be better, there's no denying that. The players that we've brought in, the strikers that we have, are scoring goals for it's 4-0. Stop, lads. Stop. They are already dead. They're not stopping. We have no self-control here. The poor Deeping players, they've clocked off work early. You know, they've come to their evening kick-off game against us, and they've turned up for this. Mooney has a 4th. Are we the baddies? I'm starting to think we might be the baddies. Deeping survived the last 14 minutes of that half without conceding a goal. It is, however, 5-0 at half-time. Azam at right back plays it forward to Kelly. I feel like our fullbacks have been very good in this game, and whilst they can leave us exposed at the back when they do wander up the field, ultimately, it's one of the reasons why we're so lethal going forward. Cartwright has concrete in his boots. He's got 4 pace. He was never going to catch up there. Kouassi scores. I suppose I can mention it now. No clean sheet today. Didn't even, imply there was a chance because I knew what was going to happen. They're not going to score another here, are they? Are they? They are. That is ridiculous. It might be the best goal I've seen in Football Manager 2024 so far. Rome just brings the ball forward, the number 2, and then goes, you know what? I'm just going to have a go. Don't know if the keeper's at fault there, but I'm just going to put it down to a spectacular finish. They've got 2 goals in 5 minutes. At what point do I start to panic? At what point does this become problematic? They're on the attack again. What? To Maycock. Okay, we have played it out from the back. Thankfully. I was expecting us to shoot ourselves in the foot. We could be on the attack here. Mooney wants a double hat-trick at this point. Azam at right back, stepping forward. Kelly plays it across. Dutton. Healy. Don't give away the ball here. We've got so many players committed to the attack. Dutton shoots, is cleared away. Oh my word, they're on the counter-attack. Don't do it to me. Okay, well, chase back Dutton. I'll tell you what, heart rate right now is going up and down like mad. Gillen, Azam. Mooney wants the double hat-trick. He's got 4 so far. There's 40 minutes left here. McEnvoy goes down in a heap. They got rid of the option in Football Manager where there's the little pop-up to change your set-piece taker. I'm hoping if I just put Mooney on it now, he will now take it. Also, probably should sell my penalty takers at some point. Is Mooney going to take it? He is going to take it. He's on 4 so far. Can he make it number 5? They're number 11. He's already on a 10.0 rating. He steps up. He misses the penalty. Why did I put him on it? I love the fact he's missed a penalty. He's still actually on a 10.0 rating. He's still having a bloody good time. Not even missing a penalty could ruin his day. Azam pulls the trigger. It's 6-2. If there was any hopes of a comeback for Deeping, having scored 2 and then us missing a penalty, I think they've gone there. People probably tuned into this video wanting to see the underdog story of us against all odds saving our job. Instead, we've done too good a job. We've become hateable. Maycock's got the memo. We've given them a penalty. McGinnell is going to step up. Can he make it 6-3? He can. The goals just continue to flow here. I wasn't sure what to expect for the start of Season 2. Lots of pressure under us, but to be honest, we've been mental. I don't know if it's good mental or bad mental. We score a load. Probably should still be worried about the whole defending thing. In spite of that result there, though, is, I assume, going to keep us cemented to the top of the table. 3 games played, 9 wins, plus 7 goal difference. Mooney, man of the match. The fans want him signed permanently. To be honest, I kind of want him signed permanently too. Does he want to join us? No. I do feel like with 2 games remaining and 1 point needed, maybe I don't need to worry about coming back for either of the next 2 games in order to keep our job. I was thinking going into this video, it'd kind of be a 2-part special where we play 3 games, then we'd come back for the later 2 games tomorrow. But based on where we are right now, I just don't feel like it's worth it. I don't feel like I need to worry. Like, maybe I need to worry about the whole defending thing, but in terms of getting the 1 point we need from the next 2, it should be doable. Right now, we are top of the table alongside Lie Town. Just as a little reminder, board expectation for this year is a top half finish. The reality is, though, I need to get promoted this year. If we don't get promoted this year, I won't be able to continue to offer players part-time deals. Today might be the most high-scoring episode in Park to Prem history. I don't really know how to feel about it. Let me know what you think of the team's start to the season down in the comments. What should be the aims for next year? Quite when we're going to be back next time, I'm not sure. We'll play it by ear, but there will be an episode tomorrow. I feel like I can confidently say I won't be sacked. Quite what's in store, you'll have to be back to find out. Until then, take things easy. It's me, Jack, and I'll talk to you all in a bit. I'm out.